And we are back with another installment of our show that we call the Uncle's Show. I am Uncle Rob, and Uncle Ryano is here as well. Great to have you guys with us, and I just want to welcome our guests on our show this week. They are a brother and sister duo out of Texas. He is, I think he's 14, and she just turned 17 last week. And the whole reason that we have them here is they got a brand new song coming out this week. Please welcome Maddy and Colton. How you guys doing?
Excited to be here. Yes, sir.
Well, we are going to be starting on this week. We're going to be on over 80 radio stations a week with the interviews. So you guys will be the first ones that will be on that. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You guys are going to be heard in every continent. I mean, seriously, I've got radio stations in South Africa. I've got them in Philippines. I've got them China. I've got them everywhere. England. So it's going to be all good. Tell us a little bit about y'all, where y'all from, and what's going on with Maddy and Colton.
Well, we're Maddy and Colton. We're both from Alvin, Texas, over near Houston. And we love to write songs. I play guitar. I play a couple instruments. She plays, what do you play?
I play guitar and piano, and I write most of our stuff.
Yeah, we just, we've always loved music. We've loved, learning instruments, learning new things. And so
we grew up singing in church together for different things. And so it just kind of sparked our love for music. And, so we've been doing that ever since we've been focused on music for about 3 years now. But
you just answered my next question. I was going to ask you how long you guys have been doing that. How do what brought y'all to it? You guys are still in high school. You got your whole, most kids, I know when I was 14 and 15 years old, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be on the radio. That was it. I mean, what made you guys decide, you know what, this is what I want to do?
I started writing songs when I was 13. I think I've always been a very expressive person, and so putting lyrics together I also am a big fan of Taylor Swift, and I grew up listening to her, so knowing that she writes her stuff, and that inspired me. And so I started writing at 13, and I went to an open mic one day to perform the songs, and that's kind of when he got involved, like playing guitar for me, and then eventually we came together to write together.
Yeah, so for me, my dad got me into guitar. He wanted me to learn guitar, and so at a young age, at about, say, 11, I started taking guitar lessons, and I just really enjoyed doing that. I was taking them with a friend of mine from church, and I learned a lot from him, and eventually I just started learning from YouTube and just little things along the way. And now we write songs together. We went to that open mic, and that kind of sparked our interest. And then I did my open mic by myself for the first time there. And
that's when I knew that he was serious about singing too.
Yeah, now ever since we've just been playing pretty much anywhere we can.
So are you guys like stars at high school?
No, no, nothing like that.
I'd be thinking, man, it's like everybody want to hang out with y'all. I mean, when I was in high school, we had like two guys that could play a guitar, and one of them was really good. He would bring his guitar to school. He'd get in trouble for bringing it to school, and he kept bringing it anyway. So I didn't know if you guys had and people would swarm and flock to them at lunch because they wanted to watch Kelly play. And it was I didn't know if that y'all had that same experience.
So we are homeschooled, but we go to a co-op on Mondays. So on Mondays, it's like a regular school day. We get all of our work for the week, and then we do it over the week at home, and it's due the following Monday. So we do have the school experience, but I wouldn't say we're the stars of high school.
Well, you are the stars at your school because your school is at home. So you guys are automatically stars at home. So you like you said your influence was Taylor Swift. Have you seen her live?
I have. I got the opportunity to go to the Eras tour 2 years ago when she first came to Houston, and that was honestly one of the best
He
experiences.
was the first one in the building that day. She
Oh,
passed out.
so I actually passed out waiting in line. Yeah, so I was the first one in the stadium.
It was too hot.
So I mean, I've seen hundreds of people, and I've seen some of them multiple times. When my daughter was younger, we took her to Hannah, Montana. We took her and did all that, and then took her when she was Miley and not Hannah, Montana. And Taylor Swift came, and I want to say we had like second row seats, and it was either I got sick or my daughter got sick, so we had to sell the tickets. So we didn't get to go. This was like a long time ago. This was
Yeah.
probably
Wow.
15, 18 years ago.
Oh,
But
wow.
that I never made it. Never made it. Have y'all like what so it was Taylor Swift probably the biggest concert you guys have ever seen?
I wasn't there, but yeah, for her
I
probably.
went with my sister. Yeah, I would say the biggest tour that I've gone to.
Y'all know y'all making a commercial scaring folks to go to a show because one fell out and the other one got sick. That's not good. That's
Oh,
that's
dude, I
making
never
me
thought of
nervous.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Well,
bad.
and so have you been to some shows, Colton?
Yeah, I've been to a lot of Aaron Watson shows. Been to a Brad Paisley concert, which Goo Goo Dolls, and Keith Urban was really good. He can play the heck out of a guitar.
I've seen Brad Paisley a long time ago with Sarah Evans and a guy that was just starting, Eric Church. He was
Oh
he,
wow.
he was like the opening act, and he played like 25 minutes and he was done. And I was like, didn't know who he was, didn't really care because I was there to see Sarah Evans, and it was like, get Eric out of here. How often do you guys get out and play? Do you guys play on a regular basis?
Yeah, we
Yes,
tried.
we play as much as we can, gigs different places. I would say the usual for us is about twice a month or sometimes every other weekend we have shows. Sometimes two a weekend. It depends.
That's with full gigs. If we're doing little little shows, just like a couple minutes, then we do like a lot more in like a couple months. Um, but also if we're not doing that, then we're filming content for our YouTube channels or TikTok and Instagram and just all of that stuff.
So I caught you guys on TikTok the other night, the day that I was introduced to you guys. I don't remember what day it was last week, Wednesday or whatever.
Yes.
Huh?
It was me and you guys and Uncle Ryano and your mom, and I was like, when are they coming on? So I was like scrolling through TikTok because I'd never really honestly had heard any of your music. Uncle Ryano had sent me Heroes to listen to it, and I was like, I want to hear more. So went and watched your TikTok. Y'all had a lot of people in there. There was a lot of good interactions back and forth.
Yeah.
I do believe y'all played most of the songs that the folks had requested. Y'all did play it, and I was like, that's cool. So I mean, it's like y'all play a wide variety of music. I know Heroes is more of a Christian related song, but when you do, how long have you been doing your TikTok lives?
Um,
Couple months.
only a couple months, like 3 or 4 months now. We try and go live every single Wednesday at 9 o'clock. So
Sometimes we'll have some surprise appearances on Saturday or a weekend. But yeah, we try to keep it once a week on Wednesdays at the least.
and we do take requests. So any song that we know, if they requested, then we'll try and play it. And like you said, it's a very wide variety of different genres.
Sometimes if you get lucky and I don't know the song that you request, then I'll try to learn on the spot if it's easy enough. If it takes me like 10 minutes, then I've lost like all of my viewers and I gotta move on.
Is it pretty easy for you to pick up on music?
Yes, sir. Very easy. Well, easy as anyone. I mean, I listen to the song. I gotta listen to it first to have the rhythm down, and then I look at the chord charts, and then I can like kind of mimic what they're playing. and it might not be exactly what they're playing, but it'll sound pretty close.
Well, you sounded really good the other night. Like I said, there was a wide range of music, and I don't remember. I requested a song. I don't remember what it was now. "Choosing Texas," wasn't it? No,
Yes,
was it "Choosing Texas"?
it was. I think it wasn't Ella Langley. It was "Work for the Wind."
There you go. I knew it was Ella Langley. And
Yes,
she
yeah,
jumped on it. She played it, sounded amazing. And I was like,
yeah.
wow, these kids are great. I'm glad Uncle Rhino kind of introduced me to you guys. And I'm like, we've got to get you guys on the show. Tell us what you guys like to do for fun. So we know you're homeschooled. So what do you guys like to do for fun when you're not doing
But
homeschooling or music?
before they take off, Rob, they've got a big show coming up next month.
Oh, we do.
We're going to get to
Yep.
that.
Okay.
I like to do the interview where I kind of like soften the listeners up, and then at the end, like so they can remember to go see you guys. That's why I always do the shows at the very end so that it's fresh in their memory. But
Off and away.
so, what do you guys like to do for fun besides do radio interviews?
Yeah.
I love reading. I read as much as I can outside of school. So I don't really like reading when it comes to the books that they choose for me. But in my free time, I read as much as I can.
What do you like? You like science fiction or
No, it's like fiction, yeah.
rom-com?
Pretty much.
Fiction is like I've never been to a fiction. Fiction is fake, right?
Yeah.
Right. I was like, fiction is fake, and I don't remember what the real one is. It's been so long since I've been in school. I mean, I literally graduated high school like, 13 to 20, 39 years ago. So it's been forever. I mean, I've been out of school longer than you guys ages are combined. So, I mean,
Pretty
it's
much.
crazy.
Triple R ages. I don't know about that, but I'd say that I like to hunt and I mean play guitar obviously. But yeah, I love hunting. I'm big on pretty much any hunting.
Over here, I live in Arkansas. We got a lot of deer. We got and there's even like, I think, black bear up in the northern part of the state, ducks. I mean, this is duck capital of the world, about 40, 50 miles south of me in a place called Stuttgart. They do a lot of rice. So it's therefore those fields are full of rice, full of water. Those ducks come in the wintertime when it's frozen over. But, so there's good hunting down in Texas?
There's pretty good hunting. A lot of ducks there. Well, it used to have a lot more. Um,
Until you
I've had
got
some
there and
great
took them
years
all,
out there.
right?
Until yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess that's how every area works with hunting, though.
She's laughing over there while you're answering the questions. I was like, I don't know what she's laughing at, but she's like, how did you guys get I'm gonna say it. How'd y'all get mixed up with Uncle Rhino? How did that happen?
We had an interview with Miss Tracy Two Step, and we met him through that at it's slipping my mind. The Lone Star?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
It was back in September.
So you guys
Oh, that was at the no, that was at the Gold Star Family Day that we
Yeah.
did.
Gold Star, that's what it was.
Yep. We did the Gold Star for the families of the fallen. Yep. And
Yes,
that's
sir.
where we met. But I'd already heard some good things about them, and I was watching them. And then the one that actually made the connection was Emily Perkins. Emily
Oh,
Perkins. Yep. And she's the one if Emily says it, I'll listen. And she was bragging on you too. And I said, they can't be that good and they can't be that good looking. And then I saw y'all and then I saw your parents and I knew why y'all were so good looking. So that solved that problem. Even your dad's good looking. Usually it's just a pretty mama, but even your dad's good
what?
looking. I was like, I know, man. I was like, what? Yeah, everybody in that family, even the dog's pretty. Everybody's good
Oh, yeah,
looking in that house.
And that's a
Yeah.
lot more than he says to me. He's actually come and met me at my house, and we hung out in the afternoon, and he's never told me those kind of things. I appreciate that, Uncle Rhino.
I thought about it on the inside. You beautiful to me, Uncle Rob. Yeah.
Now you need to do something with your eyes.
Yeah, it is.
So you guys, and he's been talking to me about y'all for, it's probably been a month or so. And I was like, well, send something. I want to hear something. And so since the Heroes song was sent to me, I've gone on Spotify, and Maddie has some music on Spotify that I've listened to. The End is one of them that that off the top of my head. And do you have any music on Spotify, Colton?
Not yet. We are currently in the works on some.
See, I would love for everybody to be able to see and hear, more so hear, because I mean, you don't really see listening to a song, but would love for people to be able to hear you guys' sound. And we're going to play here at the end of the interview, we're going to play Heroes. And
Oh yeah.
before we play that, I'll get y'all to give us a little side story on that and all that. So where'd you say you guys are from in Texas?
We're from a little town in between Houston and Galveston. It's like directly in the middle.
So Uncle Ryano's right. You're like not far from, say, the beach.
Yes, sir.
So that must be cool. I mean, is that?
Well, it would be, except we haven't really been to the beach in like 10 years.
No, not 10 years, but it's been a long time.
I was finna say, homeboy there, if he ain't been to the beach in 10 years, he's like 4 years old.
I
He
don't
don't
remember
remember
it. No, we've been to the beach like, yeah, a
Our
couple years ago.
parents aren't big fans of the beach, so we don't get to go.
Really?
My dad likes looking for arrowheads or like certain like rocks, pottery. So he goes to the rock beach.
We would always take the ferry over to, what's it called, Crystal Beach?
I don't even know what it's called, but it was the
And,
rockiest beach I've
we
ever been to.
like look for arrowheads there.
So when I was a kid, even younger than Colton, I was born and raised in Louisiana until I was like 12 or 13, and we would always go to the beach, and it was horrible. I mean, I hated it. The sand was brown, and the water was brown, and it was nasty, and blah blah. So when I got married, my wife is like, we need to take a vacation because we had never been on vacation. She's like, I want to go to the beach. I was like, no. We can go somewhere else. I mean, my experience with the beach was horrible. So I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. So she talked me into going down to Gulf Shores, Alabama. And, oh my, the water was crystal and blue and the sand was white. And I was like, what happened to this nasty beach that I grew up when I was a kid? So it's like, I didn't know if maybe that's why y'all didn't like the beach, because maybe the water was not like super clean, or, I mean, there's a lot of,
yeah.
but
That's
so
like a
I've
life
never,
beach.
so yeah, I've never been to the beach like in Florida or.
We had a trip planned to go to Hawaii, and
That's when 2020 happened.
that was 2020, yeah, COVID-19.
Now, see, I've never been to Hawaii, but I heard like the water is like it is in Alabama and Florida, but the sand is still like yellow and kind of not like it's tan.
There's pretty times to go to Crystal Beach. It's not the same beach in a 2 week span. And a lot of times the Gulf is a crazy beast unto itself. It's not like all the other oceans around the world. So the Gulf will look a certain type of way and scare everybody to death. You go 2 or 3 weeks later and the beach is different. The water's different. You know, you don't have to duck and dodge jellyfish. I mean, it's the whole thing.
When I grew up, the way I was told was the Mississippi River comes out at New Orleans and it
Yep,
spills into the Gulf. So
that's right.
everything on the west side of the mouth of Mississippi, the water is brown and nasty because all the crap coming out of Mississippi River.
That's right.
You go to the east side, I mean, it's like not even 2 miles apart. The water's clear, the sand's white. It's a happy day in the neighborhood, and everybody
Yep.
loves the beach on that side.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, don't like the beach. So, where do you go on vacation?
We just do like, we go to Wyoming and
We travel a lot, so we like to fly different
we
places.
go to the state parks and stuff, and we just go fly around.
Now, see, I was an over-the-road trucker for a while, and Wyoming. I always wanted to go to Wyoming because it's like Montana, big sky. I mean, it's like huge mountains, and it was nice in some parts, but then some parts is like you go 200 miles and there's nothing. You
Mhm.
see
Yeah.
nothing but mountains and tumbleweeds everywhere. So you had better have some gas before you leave Laramie or Cheyenne or whatever, or you're going to run out of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would always go to Yellowstone. We've been there a couple of times.
Let's see, okay, so I've been to like Yellowstone, but never got to get out. I've been to, what is that place with the Mount Rushmore in
There you
South
go. That's
Dakota?
my favorite. I love South Dakota.
Never got to get out.
Ah,
I've been to all these places. I've been to this. I've seen the Statue of Liberty like half a mile away. Couldn't get out. I'm driving. Seen the
Wow.
White House. Can't get out. I mean, been to Disneyland and Disney World. Couldn't get out.
You better off if you couldn't get
that's
out at that one because it would have cost about $42 just to get out and get back in at Disney World.
But it was just crazy. I've been to so many places, but never got to get out and go and see it. But then I do get to go to Newark, New Jersey, and I do get to get out in New Jersey, and there's nothing to see in Newark, New Jersey. I was like, okay, why couldn't this be like South Dakota? Why can't I get
Right.
something to go to South Dakota? All right, so Uncle Rhino was talking about your gig coming up later on this month. Is it later this month or next month?
I think
At the end of next month.
So
you're
tell
talking
us
about
about it.
March.
Springboard.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna be a part of the tour and go to the different places. I think it's like Houston, San Antonio, Austin, maybe. There's a whole bunch, Fort Worth. So we're super excited. We've never got to do anything like this, so this will be our first time experiencing a conference like this and getting to perform different places. So it'll be really interesting and fun. I'm super excited about it. I've been talking to Barry Coughing. We've been writing a song this past week, and it's just a big opportunity. I'm really I'm psyched. Like it's gonna be great.
So for the folks that are listening that don't know what Springboard is, what is Springboard?
Uh,
Springboard. Springboard is where industry vets have have made the decision to come in on their own dime, bringing all their decades of experience. And I think this year, I can't remember everyone that's on the panel. I know Barry Coughing, who's one of the largest sync TV licensing professionals. He's had over probably 250, 300 songs placed in movies and TV shows, from the Spider-Man movies and Venom movies, Marvel movies, to Lifetime series. I mean, he's got everything. And he and I are really close, and I'm going to be myself also. I'll be one of the mentors and one of the panel speakers. Danny Jones, who goes back all the way to the Memphis Stack Studios days and Sun Records days, the old Chitlin circuit with R&B. I mean, he's wicked. He was a drummer for years, a producer for decades. Danny Jones will be doing that. We'll have Dale Penner from Nickelback, who produced their first album for them. Dale will be there. He's worked with Loverboy, a bunch of the rock icons, as well as he started to work with a lot of the Texas artists. So that's been happening. Um, Basically, that's a little snapshot of who's going to be there. And we've got all this mileage when it comes to they take you from the very beginning, and they put you through these boot camps and these seminars. Bring notepads and take notes. And we teach you how to do your branding. We teach you how to copyright everything. We teach you how to critique it and dial it in so you've got something worthy of recording. Then they go through the recording process. They go through social media. They go through the touring. I'm usually heavily involved in the touring and the merchandising side. They have everything from the beginning artist to the ones who are already making a living doing it. We're able to level them up, and we put all this together, and it never costs the artist anything to attend. It's
Now,
the only type of conference I've ever seen that doesn't cost $300, $500, $600 for the artist to come. All you have to do is bring yourself and bring a way to record as much as you can catch as they're giving it to you. And then the artists all connect with each other while they're at the conference, and you start building a phenomenal network of other artists like yourself.
So is it open to the public or is it just for the
It is. It is.
So we got it on we're going to have it on 2 websites real soon when I get around to getting that up there. So it's springboard.com is the website.
Yeah, Springboard Houston. If they Google Springboard Houston, it'll come up.
If you guys are interested in seeing what that's all about, y'all go check that out. And the dates are on there. I don't remember the dates right offhand. I looked at it the other night while I was trying to set it up on the website. But go check it out at springboard.com, and all the information's there. How do you guys feel about something like that? Is that, to me, I mean, I'd be like, man, this is cool stuff.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I also heard that the girl who wrote You Know Me Better Than That is going to be here by George Strait. And I'm super excited about that.
Have y'all ever seen King George?
Have we? No, not live. No, sir.
I was like down in Texas. I mean, I know he's he's from down around San Antonio and San Marcos, but I figured maybe y'all would have gotten to go see King George. I'm going to tell you a story about that. When he first came out, early 80s, there was a radio station which I eventually worked for when I turned 15. They were bringing in new artists at the time. They brought in George Strait. They brought in Reba McEntire. They brought in Lyle Lovett. They brought some of these, like right when they first come out. So I had the opportunity to go see George Strait. You ready for this? $5. Did not go see George Strait. Did not go see Reba. $5. And I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So then I get into high school and I'm in FFA. And I get an opportunity again to go to the Arkansas State Fair and Rodeo. George Strait was the big thing at the rodeo. $15. $15 would have got me on the school bus to the fair, all day at the fair, got to see George Strait and ride home. Did I pay for it? No, I didn't go. Again, I was like, now I'm kicking myself in the teeth because I'm like, that's too legend. That he was a legend, man. I mean, he is probably, besides Uncle Ryano there, he's probably the only person that I have not gotten to see in country music that I would have really liked to have gone and seen.
He was my very first concert I ever went to in my life was George Strait, and his opening act was Ricky Skaggs.
About 1980 what?
That would have been probably 87, 88, somewhere right in there.
So, wow, you're close to his prime.
So, yeah. So this mine with George Strait was probably somewhere around 1983, 84, and then the next year Reba would have been either 85 or 86. But again, I mean, it's like I've seen a million people since then. I've seen Alabama 13 times. Alabama came a few months ago. I would say I'm pretty decent friends with their guitar player. The band set me up with tickets on the floor. Probably the best experience I've ever had in my life. Best part about it, yeah, I enjoyed it, but the best part for me was my 7-year-old grandson. That was his very first show that he has ever done, and I was so glad to be the one that took him.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome.
So is Taylor Swift... Go ahead.
I can't wait for people to start seeing Maddy and Colton, though. That's the ones that we're talking about right now. They shaped the soundtrack of our memories and our era. But the cool thing right now is Maddy and Colton, what we're doing is we're getting ready to roll out some amazing stuff. We're already stacking in the studio, getting ready to, we've pushed the first one out to make sure that we weren't crazy and that it worked. And now we're getting ready to roll out about 4 or 5 more right behind it that are just going to continue to drive the point home that this wasn't beginner's luck.
Mm-hmm. See, my thing is I'm wanting you guys to be able to get out there and somebody go see y'all or somebody that don't get to go see you 10 years, 15 years from now, like, dang, man, I really wish I'd have gone see them when it cost me like $5.
Yeah.
That's where I
Right.
was going with. That's where I was going with that story because, I mean, you guys are young. Yes, you got great talent. So it's like and Rhino will probably agree. The sky is more than likely the limit here. I mean, there's you guys. Your future is so far. I mean, it's endless. Wouldn't you agree, dude?
Well, for me, yeah, you could. That's a fair point for most artists that come out. The thing in this world is not that's most common is not people who are talented or people who are not talented. The most common thing in this world is wasted talent. It's people who weren't still when they needed to be. It's people who wouldn't move when they needed to be moving. It's people who got in their own way. It's people who didn't have the right people in place and they trusted them, or people who had the right people in place, but they weren't able to trust them. Either or, it's just a constant algorithm that's always moving for each individual artist. And the one thing people will notice as we get ready to roll out this roster, I'm blessed to know I've got a tight 5, 6 artists that we're currently heavily involved with the Nashville team. And Maddy and Colton are definitely a beautiful part of that. And you're going to find a consistently consistent trait, and they have to be good. And by that, I'm not meaning anything about the music. The music is there. Oh my God, y'all are going to love the music, but they're good people. They are the good people that you want to spend time with, the whole family. They're good people. And that's the only ones you're going to see me working with like that is they got to be bringing something to humanity, not just to the airwaves.
And this is a good segue talking about good people to talk about your brand new song that's coming out. Our timer is almost out. Tell us about your brand new song coming out. Who wrote it? Who produced it? Give all the credit to who needs to give the credit to, and then we're going to play that song.
Yes, sir. Well, this song was all Uncle Ryano, pretty much, and Brian Austin. We've been lucky enough to get to work with them. Uncle Ryano and Brian produced it, and
Also, our vocal track goes to Don Vickers, who is pretty local with us, and we recorded all the vocals for that, and then we sent them out, and yeah.
It was done insanely fast. I still can't even really comprehend it. They did an amazing job. It's one of my favorite songs that I've ever heard, and the fact that we get to sing it is
who wrote it?
Uncle Ryano wrote it, and
he's got that in him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and they jumped in there and they did some significant contributions on the lyric too. So when they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, you can still teach an old rhino. So there you go.
Obviously, I know what the song is about, but for the folks that are fixing to listen to it, tell us about the song, and then we'll go ahead and close the interview out.
So everyone has someone that they look up to, a hero that you watch movies nowadays, you read stories, and there's always someone who saves the day. But we know for us, 2,000 years ago, a child came down from heaven. He was sent, and he died on the cross for our sins, making the ultimate sacrifice and ultimately saving us forever. Like, now we have our eternity as promised with him in heaven.
A true hero.
It's a 100% great song. Love it. Thank y'all for hanging out, man. I appreciate both of y'all. We learned a lot about y'all. When y'all crank out some more music, we'll get you back on here again, promote that music on the shows. Guys, appreciate it. Maddy and Colton, y'all have a great rest of y'all day, and thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much.
Make good stories on movies and TV. They fly down and they perform miracles, saving folks like you and me.
Let me tell you the truth about a real one that I know. He so loved the world
choice you chose. It's the kind of love heaven